All right, I want to talk about optimization and the importance of it, because if you do not have your listings properly optimized, you're not going to be found and you're not going to have any sales, or you're going to have maybe little to none. So it's important that you understand that when you're optimizing your listings, you're doing it in a way that you're going to be the most relevant whenever that specific search term is searched, essentially, right? So I want to show you some tools. But before we go into the tools, I want you to think about this for a moment. I want you to think about joining the conversation already going on in your prospect's mind, right? So think about somebody looking for a specific tool, specific toy, specific audio device, whatever it is that they're looking for, right? So it's important for you to look at things from your customer's perspective and essentially get into the mind, right? Get into their head as far as to what they're actually looking for and why they're looking for that particular item. So I want to go to Amazon real quick. So we're staying with the example of the hand truck here. And as you can see, Amazon allows for a whole lot more characters than eBay does. eBay only has the ability to have 80 characters max, okay? So it's important that you maximize all those characters for the specific terms and keywords that are going to be searched, okay? So let me give you an example here. Let's say we wanted to pull this and make a listing on eBay. We would not be able to have all these characters in our listing because we only have 80. So with that being said, we want to go and we want to look at what exactly is being searched the most so we can have those keywords in our listings. So the first tool that I want to go over with you is the title builder. So essentially, the title builder pulls all the data from all the eBay listings, all the eBay searches, and it recommends keywords from all over the website, right? From current listings, past listings that have sold. So let's go ahead and type in hand truck here and see what we come up with. Okay, so we see here that hand and truck are both searched quite a bit. Dolly comes up quite a bit as well. You know, dolly would be a good word to include in there. Carts, folding, capacity, moving, LB for pounds, right? New, heavy, push, duty. So all these keywords here are things that we could use in our particular listing. I would recommend spending some time on here and type in different search terms, right? Let's say even we wanted to look up living room set, maybe furniture set. Let's type that in real quick. Right, so all these different keywords are pulling up. Sofa, set, living room, style, antique, chairs, and all these different words are coming up. But I like to take it a step further and go deeper into the actual keywords that are going to make us the most money. Okay, so think about eBay, as I said before, as a search engine just like Google, where you type in and the most relevant listings with those keywords are going to pull up. Okay, so let's go to Suvo here. This is another tool that I like to use. So what it does is it pulls keywords from all these different platforms. So let's go ahead and type in hand truck real quick. Okay, so as you can see, we have all these different keywords that are pulling up to help us, right, with our listing be as optimized as possible. Hand truck rental, wheels, lows, tires, right? And we may not use all these keywords here, but they're going to give us a better idea as far as what people are searching for. Let's say we wanted to look up another living room set, okay? Let's look up a dining room table. So all these different keywords are coming up, right? Dining room tables, table set, decor, table and chairs, IKEA, tape, dining room table, centerpieces, you know, all these different keywords. I don't know what's going on over here. Something here it's not showing very well, but spend some time going through these tools here. Title Builder is going to be a really great tool. Suvo is a great tool. Another tool that we have here is Uber Suggest. Okay. And what this essentially does is you put in a word or two, and every letter, you know, from A to Z, they're going to come up with different keywords. So let me give you an example here. Let's pull up hand truck. Okay, so it's loading there. Okay, so we look down here, we see hand truck, and we go to A. Okay, this is just some keywords here, miscellaneous ones there. But if we go down here, we go A, B, and this goes all the way down to Z. Okay, hand truck accessories, axle, Amazon, Lowe's, caster, big wheels. So all these different ideas here. Okay, and this is a great tool to get an understanding of what people, could be looking for. Remember, we want to get into the conversation of our prospect's mind. Okay, what are they looking for and why are they looking for it specifically? And we're going to be able to get ideas by going and utilizing these tools. Another great tool, probably one of the best out there that not very many people know about, is the good old watch count. And this is a tool that pulls all of eBay's data of the most watched items on the platform. So let's even go ahead and pull up hand truck. Okay, so hand truck is going to pull up the most watched listings for those particular keywords. As you can see right here, this is a really good listing right here. 496 watchers for this one. And if we right click it, we can open up direct to the actual listing. Okay, so look at this one. This one has really great keywords, and we can use this for our own keyword optimization as well for our listings. So just take a look here. 330 LBS, pounds, obviously platform, cart, dolly, folding, foldable, moving, warehouse. These are all great keywords, right? Even if we go back to the title builder. Okay, let's go back to hand truck. Right, a lot of these are in there. Cart, let me see here. What was the other ones? Yeah, so they have cart, dolly, folding, foldable, capacity, LB, right? Platform, I think they had in there. See, so we want to be able to use multiple tools, okay, to help us get the best overall listing. And once you get this down, you can have your virtual assistants once you hire them, right? Because in order for you to be able to delegate tasks, you have to be able to have a basic understanding of what you're trying to accomplish. So you can't just go and hire a virtual assistant or somebody out there to create these listings for you if you yourself don't have at least a basic understanding of how this works. Okay, so make sure you go in there and you get your hands dirty and you create these listings and you start implementing what I'm teaching you here, because all this knowledge, right, all this information, all this strategy I'm putting together here for you, it is not going to mean anything if you do not implement it. Okay, I like to look at business as having the knowledge, the strategy, and the execution, right? But having the knowledge and having the strategy means nothing if there's no execution. So it's important for you to take action. Okay, and then once you get this down, once you start having a really good understanding of what kind of keywords you need, how to properly optimize, then you can start, getting this out to your virtual assistant and having them create the listings for you, right? And even find the product. So this is a really good tool here, guys. eBay's most watched, okay? Watchcount.com. All these tools here for optimizing your listings are going to work wonders for you, okay? You can type in anything you want on the watch count here, and it's going to help you come up with the best keywords for your particular listing. All right. So I'd say take a little while to go through these, maybe 20-30 minutes each, get an idea of how they work. Okay. Because you're not going to understand fully how to use these tools if you do not utilize them, right?